YouTube. Yes, it is indeed me. Orb, Ron, Zarlot, no, just the lightning bolt, Star, Dragon, which does actually say dragon on it. If I just bring my staff forward for you a bit, you'll recognise it's definitely me. By my symbols. Can't do it too much closer because I might not get things in proportion-wise. So you can see that, yep, it's a dragon. So it's definitely me. Now I'm going to have to come up close to show you some things since last time. But before I go any further, basically to everybody else, although we're now in February and I'm doing this video today on Valentine's Day, which it is not a video for Valentine's Day, by the way. I have some, first of all, Happy New Year to those of you who are my fans who don't do the Pagan Happy New Year. So I've got a slightly newish haircut. I had to kind of do it myself, and I'm not going into the details of how complicated that was. So I've got a couple of new necklaces that I'd like to show you all. Yes, these necklaces are newish, but I'd like to show them to you all anyway. So, these are the necklaces, and this one here, as you can all see, is a dragon, which I've had before. This one I've had for before, which is a long time, which I've had for quite a while as well. And it's my usual septical, or septogram in a circle necklace. And this one's a bit new, not the chain, but the actual pendant, which is a crystal ball being held in a dragon's paw. And this one has, if I can show you, not 3, but actually 4 claws on it. And they're going together. So those are my necklaces. Now, I found also I've lost something I was looking for, which is my wrist watch, which I'm pleased I've got it back. So yes. Now, the piece of music that I have at the moment playing is called Echoes of Spirit by a composer called Gentle Thunder. Thunder is not gentle at all, nor is lightning. Now, there's 7 tracks in total on here. The first one we're listening to at the moment is Deja, as in like deja vu, I suppose. I don't really know. Number 2 will be When Spirits Dream, which we will probably be on soon. Number 3 is Do I Know You? So just recap. Number 1 was called Deja, as in probably deja vu. Number 2 is called When Spirits Dream, which I don't know what that has to do, because I think somehow I don't really think spirits dream in the same way, if they at all, and if they do, maybe they do not dream in the same way that we do. Number 3 is called Do I Know You? Now, you could look at that in many ways. For example, do I personally know any of you personally? And do any of you know me personally? We're on number 2 now, which is called When Spirits Dream. Now, number 4 is called, interestingly enough, Days of Sherwood, as in Sherwood Forest, in the tale of Robin Hood. The rich man, sometimes said, who would steal from other rich people and give to the poor and the needy, mostly in monetary terms, not in food terms. But yes, anyway. Then number 5. Yes, number 5 is called Echoes of Spirit, and that's the main title of this track. Number 6 is called Whispers from the Glen, and finally number 7 is number 7 is called Deja Vu. So that is actually quite fascinating because the first one, number 1, remember, was called just Deja. But fascinating all the same. So, what am I going to talk about today? Well, obviously, it is important for us all to wear the face coverings still that I have talked about. And yes, I know we are still on our 3rd lockdown now, which is very sad in this country that we've had to go that far. But apparently, according to the government, and what we get in the news media here, locally and nationally, the R rate or mutation rate, which is apparently the reproduction rate of all the variations of COVID, including the mutated variations of COVID-19 or coronavirus, which the mutations have slightly different names to them, but apparently they are on the down low. So the R rate, so I drew a capital letter R in the air, is on the down low. So that is good news, and that is because it is good news, but the good news is because we have had the vaccinations against this horrible, horrible disease. And for those of you who might be my fans and might possibly be conspiracy theorists, people are still dying from this. This is not just an all international and worldwide government way to get rid of the population. It's something of a spiritual matter that the gods themselves have decided on, or God himself, or whatever, or the goddess herself, for those of you who are perhaps pagan maybe, or have a different spiritual path that is only one deity path, but has the feminine instead of the masculine. Anywho, this is there no way in the heavens or the underworld, or in heaven or hell, as some of you might like to hear me say, is this ever, and has it ever been, a conspiracy theory by all of the worldwide governments, whether they are corrupt or not. It is in no way a conspiracy theory. So to all those of you who may be watching this and may not be followers at the moment, or subscribers as YouTube likes to call it, it is not a conspiracy theory. Just to make that clear again, it is not a conspiracy theory. So please be aware of that when you think, if you're someone who thinks in conspiracy theories and thinks about such things, this is not that kind of thing. And how can it be a conspiracy theory when people are dying from it? Sorry about my logic to anybody who is a conspiracy theorist through and through. That is something I would like to challenge. Also, I would like to send some positivity to all the members of Parliament and send them some harmony so that they can work together, because I believe the original message of the government was, we are all in this together, not just worldwide, but locally and nationally. So that is why I do not like the Labour government constantly, the Labour Party constantly criticising the Conservative administration at the moment, because they are the government that is in power. But if I met Keir Starmer or any of his members, any of his shadow parliament, I would actually like to turn around to them and say, even if I was Prime Minister, say, well, well, all right then, if you don't think I've done a very good job, or my government has not done a very good job, you try and see how you would handle this. And I do not think they would know what to say, because they would be stumped that a Prime Minister, even in politics, has turned around and said, all right, well then you try doing this and running this country, and with a worldwide pandemic on our hands. I do not think Keir Starmer would actually ever know what to say, like all politicians. And if you ask me, there should be no politicians in power at all. We should get rid of all governments worldwide, because they all become corrupt eventually, even if they say they're not, even if they are not, they eventually do become corrupt. And let our peoples run things. Yes, I would still say to having a royal family, and having a leader like that, not an elected leader, although and the sort of minister who will run the country on his or her, the king or queens or whoever the head of the royal family might be, will run the country or the world on their behalf, and and then, but each time only vote in a country leader or a worldwide leader. Because I think we should actually have a governmentary system where, yes, only the leader of the government is elected. That way that particular person can choose all the other leaders for whatever they need them for. They get to choose. And it will be a person who has come from, say, living off of government money, wherever country you live in. I'm sure you've all had some variation of welfare. Many countries have welfare systems. Many countries do. Not just all the English-speaking ones, but other countries as well. So, anyway, that's a negative. There are some negatives at the moment, and I was trying to hope and bring some positivity to them. Yes, I have got several. On each of my altars, I have got some incense sticks going again, because luckily for me, or fortunately for me, which is a blessing, my post office happens to sell incense sticks. I know that because they are one of those post offices that is not just a post office. They are also like a sort of a mini convenience store, I suppose, or as some people call them, perhaps a news agent. Same thing, really, because even in the convenience stores, they sell the newspapers. But I think they're also an off-license one because they also happen to sell alcohol. So, now, we have got a lot to probably talk about in this video. So, I haven't really done much wand or staff work at the moment. Not because of the pandemic, but just generally. I have found, however, sometimes when I have gone out, however, I have found some nice pieces of wood maybe for future wands, but I've not gone out too often for that. I have not attempted to make them into wands at the moment. And I do have some ones that I've made that are ready to sell. And I've posted them on some pagan based pages or groups on Facebook that are set specifically for selling, and but are selling groups of that particular group that I have joined up on Facebook. I also have my own page on Facebook as well, which is, as you know by now, is my magical name, and it is my wand and staff shop. So I'm doing mainly wands on there at the moment. I would like to eventually do some staffs for people in the future. And obviously not just on wands, not just staffs, but also, I would also like to do for anybody who wants to buy them, not just wands, but also some staffs that are commissioned. So you decide on what kind of design you want me to make your wand. When you want me, if you're not very good at making wands or staffs, and you have a design in mind, then you can commission me to do a piece. But with that, I will also say I will not charge you extra if you can provide the materials. However, if I have to provide the materials, I will charge you extra. But I am willing to do commissioned pieces. That's wands and staffs. Also, because I can at the moment, this is very embarrassing, but only manage to do single stitch crochet, I can make you hand fastening cords of whatever colour wool that I happen to be able to be doing it with. And in the future, I'm going to try at some point when I get some time to practice doing double stitch crochet, so that they won't just, I may not just do hand fastening cords, but I might also do maybe some robes made out of crochet, which would be interesting. Although obviously I would need a basic body shape to go around to do that, which will not be easy. So I am not, as of yet, that advanced with crocheting, and I'm afraid I cannot knit anything to save my life. And I'm going to obviously still try to, so I suppose you want to know what the ones are that I have to sell. I'll just get them for you. I'll have to get them one at a time though. Although, So, oops. Oh, dear. Now, these are the two wands. This is what I call a Dryad Wand. It's number 1 of 2 that I'm making. And I haven't made the second one yet, but I will get around to doing it. It's green and black because the crystal tip on the end is green and black with some, well, bits green and black. And I've got a bit of sparkle around it with some pipe cleaners. And then it's length and price. So, for the price, I have done English pounds and pence, not American dollars and cents, I'm sorry to say. So if you're on American and you want to order it over the internet, you're going to have to pay in English pounds and pence and do some sort of conversion rate thing through my PayPal account, which I'll message me privately for the details of. So, it is £77 and 77 pence exactly. Now the measurements. I've done the old-fashioned imperial and the metric for those of you who don't use imperial, and for those of you who, like myself, use still the old-fashioned imperial, because I find imperial easier. So, in the old imperial measurement, this wand is 14.5 inches in length, and in the imperial that is 33.5 centimeters. Now this one would be part of the Dryad collection, but it's actually two magical creatures into one. And it's 2 different colours as well. We have a dragon on it. That's why this bottom half is silver. And we have a little decoration on the top there for a little bit of extra something different. And here we've got another crystal tip. Same as the previous one. Like that's why the top part is green and with bits of black all over it. And this is called, if I can read my own handwriting. Yes. This is called the Dryad and Dragon Wand. So this is called a Dryad and Dragon Wand. A Dryad is a magical woodland creature, which I can't really show you what they look like at the moment, but I will do hopefully in the future. Kind of like a fairy and a pixie and maybe an imp, kind of with a bit of a troll mixed in together, but they like to be part of the woods. So forests, woodlands. You might occasionally maybe might see them occasionally. You might be fortunate and maybe see them in some parkland areas. But if you live here in and around here in Bristol, probably the best place to see such magical creatures, including fairies and dragons and phoenixes and all kinds of things, and pixies and gnomes and imps and trolls, what's left of them anyway, and other magical creatures, maybe unicorns, pegasuses, dragons, I've said, and all other manner of magical creatures. I would suggest that you go to somewhere like Ashton Court here in Bristol. It's got some really lovely woodland areas around there, although it's also fields as well. That's where they have the Bristol International Balloon Fiesta. That would be a really great place to go and spot the magical folk and all the folk of the Fae. And you might even see some elves and some dwarves up there, maybe, possibly. So this is a Dryad, and Dragon. That's what I said, yeah, Dragon Wand. Now, as you can see from this kind of dragon here, it is the Asian dragon, not one of these kind of dragons, because those kind of dragons don't have wings. So how much does it cost? Well, what is its measurements? So the old imperial, 18.5 inches. The metric measurement, 44 centimeters exactly. Now for the price. This one is £10 pricier, £88 and 88 pence. So at the moment, those two are the only completed wands that I have to sell. Now, I have another one to sell, but that is still in the process of being completed. And when I can get some more time, I will finish it off and I will sell it for a reasonably decent price, I should hope. I already know the length in both measurements, and I also know the price. Or have I already decided? Actually, I may not have decided on a price yet, but I will have to check later on, so that I can tell all of you who my viewers or subscribers that what that price is for next time. hopefully, and by hopefully next time I do come around to doing a video, which hopefully shouldn't be too far apart from the last time, then I should be able to let you know. I don't know when the next video will be, and to those of you who are subscribers on YouTube and maybe do have a partner or not, to all of you, a happy and blessed Valentine's Day as well, because it's such a yeah, the weather's not great, but it's a beautiful day to have, even in this lockdown, even in these terrible times. It's great to have a boyfriend or girlfriend or a bit of both. If you're bisexual and you have an open relationship with a girl, you know, whatever floats your boat, you know, if you have more than one partner who you are romantically involved with, and you have a polyamorous relationship. It's a type of open relationship, but also it's where you have more than one lover, and you all love each other dearly, and somehow the other lovers also love the first person you got into that relationship with. An open relationship is slightly different to that, in that an open relationship is slightly different to that, in that you have only one lover, but you can go off and be intimate with other people if you want to, and your partner can also do the same. So remember, as it is Valentine's Day, love is love. It does not matter whether you are a man and you love men, which is gay or homosexual, or a lesbian, also gay, and so a woman who loves women, or you are bisexual, a man who might love ladies and men as well, or a woman who loves women and men, or you are transgender in any way, and that means that you want to be someone of the opposite sex to what you were assigned at birth and what you were, or assigned. When they say assigned at birth, they mean that you were born as. It doesn't matter whether you've still got the original parts of what you had when you were born, and you're in the process of having them removed, and having your body changed into that of the sex you want to become, or you're gender fluid or non-binary. I think gender fluid is I'm not sure of gender fluid, but I believe it is very similar to non-binary in the sense that it is basically you do not identify as either male or female. And I think the gender fluids, they also include in wearing clothes of, so that you, non-binary people will be born as either male or female, and they might have that kind of body even as an adult, but they do not believe that they are either male or female. And I think with gender fluid people, however, non-binary people may wear the clothing of the sex they were born as, whereas I think gender fluid people from what I've seen of gender fluid people, they may just also go along with it. They're technically in a way non-binary people as well, but they also may wear the clothing of the opposite sex to what they were assigned at birth. And that includes also, there's another type of trans people who are, where they just wear they're also known as cross-dressers. So that's not drag kings or queens, but that is someone who likes to dress up as someone of the opposite sex as well, and wear their clothing, so underwear, tights, bras, panties, dresses, skirts, blouses, ladies' t-shirts, ladies' trousers, and so on, and ladies' shoes like high heels and things. Not all the time, obviously, some of them. And obviously then there's also, I forgot a type of sexuality called pansexual, and they are not necessarily gay or straight or lesbian or transgender, but they are someone who is either male or female, and that's what they identify with, but they are kind of similar to bisexual people, except they just go on, they can be attracted to someone of the same sex as well as the opposite sex, but they can pursue it, but they will only pursue a relationship with only one of those at a time. But they can be also attracted, but it's a kind of, I think it's also a variation of polyamory. And I've already explained what polyamory is and how it works as a relationship. So I have had a sort of, had a sort of polyamorous boyfriend ages ago, a a long time ago. One of my multitude of exes, but and I'm not going to go into my own personal relationship status right now. And if you would have been dating today or done some sort of special date for your Valentine, but you have to do it socially distanced through social media, for example, such as YouTube, I send you blessings and love and other things as well that are nice. And I'm hoping that the goddess of love herself, Aphrodite, comes and blesses us all. Not just big on this day with and through her child Cupid, but also through, which I'm hoping he will also bless us as well. But in more than just, because this isn't just about a day of finding someone special that you want to potentially spend the rest of your life with or have a relationship with for a while. It's also about showing family members that you love them, even if they're gone. And remember, in this current time, I'm a kind of light in the darkness for all of you. So please remember what I've said, everyone. Do not forget it. Enjoy each other's companies if you have what I think the British government classes as a support bubble. When you get to go and see them, whatever day that might be, even if it is today, whoever your support bubble may be, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mother, your father, your stepfather, your grandparents, whoever your support bubble is, please do enjoy their company, even if they don't have a lover of their own today. And don't just enjoy their company, but let them know that they're still loved. Because for me, Valentine's Day is not just about having a lover, boyfriend, or, a partner of any sort. It is also about knowing that I am loved by my family, loved by the gods. You can't see very well, but you sort of see them. Loved by the 7 elements of nature, which of course are air, earth, fire, metal, space, time, and water. Now, of course, you cannot see when I go down, but I am actually going down when I point to the 2 down elements. And of course, they work in harmony, they come back up, and then they work in harmony. So I've just basically drawn for you, all of you, the septagram. So we start at air, come down to earth. We go back up to fire, we come across to metal, we come across, and then we come across again to space, we go back up to time, and we come back down again to water, and then the water comes back up to the air, and then they work together in harmony, which is of course what our circle represents. And not only is it only a symbol of protection, even a square could be a symbol of protection. Any shape can be a symbol of protection, whether it be a triangle, a rectangle, a square, a diamond, an oval, or a circle. It does not matter what the symbol of the shape or the shape of protection. Now, even perhaps maybe just a septagram on its own, or a pentagram if you use 5 elements instead of 7, or any of the different numeral pointed stars. But just even that on its own is a symbol of protection, because it's a star. Stars are important because we have the sun, which is the biggest star for our solar system, and in fact all solar systems have that. Whether we believe there's life out there or not is not an issue for me. And then obviously we have all the little stars at night in the sky that we see now. Those are actually probably suns that are for other planets in other solar systems. But they're so far away that we see them as tiny little dots. And they can be shaped into pictures. Because the gods created everything in our universe. Whether it's through the first great god, Chaos, and all his descendants. The pre-Titans, which were his children, and then obviously their children, which became the Titans, some of them, and then the early Olympians, and then the later Olympians, and then later Olympians again, and even to us today. And we must be thankful for all of those things as well. and other things too, such as the fact that we exist. And we were created lovingly, as is a day of love. I'm afraid I haven't got any sort of romantic music for any of you. I do apologise. But that is one of those things that I did not know how I was going to do this video. I'd only just decided to make it today. And so this is a kind of last minute video. So it was going to be done perhaps maybe tomorrow or yesterday or whatever, but I did not get round to doing it. So, and it is a last minute video, although I did want to make a video, not specifically for Valentine's Day, but I did want to make one. So here you are. One of my incenses that I have burning, although you cannot smell it, but it does smell lovely, is rose, and it seemed appropriate to light it for today. And I have also jasmine, which is another lovely flower, and a lovely, nice flower, and a nice smell. And then the other one I'm not sure, because I'm not actually sure what that incense is, because on the packaging it was not marked to say what flavour it was, so I'm actually not sure what the third flavour, and that's the flavour, it's the incense that's on this altar here. But on the one to the altar that is in the window is jasmine, and the altar that you cannot see that is toward over that way behind the camera, which none of you can see but I can see because it's on it, and the smoke, I can see the smoke from the incense stick. That is rose, and I can smell it, and it smells lovely. So two flowers that are lovely to look at and smell, and beautiful names for girls, not boys though. That would be a bit strange. Although I do know there are some boys out there who've been called Kim and Julian. Anyway, so I hope you have all received lovely flowers and chocolates or other and lovely cards and lovely gifts. I have got potentially some Valentines that I will be sending a gift or two to, maybe. But I'll have to send them along with some late Christmas presents when I can get a box from the post office. But do not expect any, I would hope any of my fans out there do not expect me to go into too much detail about that. Yes, anyway. But what else do I need to tell you guys? Oh yes, I did promise you in one of my old videos from last year that in the new year there would be a new video from our lovely lady who is a member of the channel and a dear friend of mine, but obviously she could not be here today. So, but yes, I know I did promise you after the new year and for Christmas a very special video, and there will be one before we get into March, definitely. It will just be in a different part of where you normally see me too, although you obviously will see her, but it'll be like having her, it'll be like she has her own studio. And I know some of you have missed seeing her as well, those of you who've been long-time subscribers. And thank you to the current amount of subscribers, all the new subscribers that have made me go up to so far, 33. 33. So that's 3 and 3. Or 10, 10, 10 and 3. It may be actually 34 now. It may be up to 34. But the more people previous subscribers from when I got to 5, then 10, and then 15, then 20 odd, and 30. All of you so far, thank you for subscribing. First of all, I want to say that to all of you. Well done. And I have talked to my dear friend, and she will be doing a special video and saying not just a new year and a great, hope you know, and she wished that you all had a good Christmas, which I all hope you did, or you as I prefer to call it. Also, she will also be doing a new video to wish you all a happy new year and to tell you what some of her content may or may not be when I allow her to do some videos on this channel in her little studio, which we have here. They're small, but you will like it all the same, I'm sure. Now, also, coming on the channel, will hopefully be some more pagan-based videos from me as well. Now, hopefully, she will hopefully be doing... Now, that video of the lady I'm talking about, she will come onto the channel to do one of her videos, hopefully, fingers crossed, and ever God's willing, well, gods and goddesses willing, she will be able to do it next weekend. I'm not sure if it will be next Saturday or next Sunday. It does depend on her availability, and booking her and getting her to agree to even do these videos from when she was doing them last year is absolutely hard work. However, it's still good fun for us both, me and her, to make the videos for every one of you subscribers. Now, so yes, I was saying about 30 plus subscribers. So thank you to all the 30 plus subscribers so far, which I believe my dear other friend, the dear friend of the channel, the lady who is the dear friend of the channel, will, when she does her video coming soon, look out for it. You will get notified if you are subscribed to me and you've got all your subscriptions on, which is what that bell is for, and you put what, and you select the word all. Every time I upload a video, you will get notified. And if you press the thumbs up, it means you really did enjoy the video. If you press the thumbs down one, it means you did not like the video. But, you know, that's really up to you to decide whichever one you like to press. Now, I'm not recording, I am recording this live, but by the time it comes onto YouTube, it will not be live. So, yes, thank you to all 33 subscribers so far, even the ones previous who have not gone away from the channel. You all know who you are, I'm sure all 33 of you do. But thank you also for subscribing to the channel and keeping the channel going. And yes, the more subscribers I get, the more closer I get to my big, huge goal, and the goal of the channel, of course. And even with my dear lady friend puts the, and my best friend, might I say, does the videos for you through this channel. We both would like to say a big thank you, because the more of you subscribe to this channel, we get closer and closer to our goal, the channel's goal, of getting 1,000 plus subscribers. And I have told you in many videos before, and I'll remind you again, if you get to 1,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, YouTube themselves will start paying you money, or paying me, or at least paying the channel, whoever owns the channel, which is me, to put more and more video content out there for you subscribers. So even if you have come across this video and you are not yet a subscriber, it will help if you do subscribe, because it will mean more subscribers and it means more videos can go out. And I said, and I have just told you the reason why and the goal of the channel. So even when my friend, my dear lady friend, my dear best lady friend, my lady friend who's also my best friend, when she comes to do her videos as well, which you all, I'm sure at home she knows that you would be encouraging, I'm sure, and watching. And even if you see the video is not technically a live video, they're not obviously recorded live, I would like you all to give her some plentiful encouragement. And in the comments section below this video, wherever that is, somewhere down there, which I can't see where it is because obviously I'm not recording this and I'm not on YouTube Live or anything, so I can never remember exactly where it is on YouTube, because since the last update, when I updated my YouTube on my iPad, and which is what I'm recording the video on, and my phone, that is not an iPhone before any of you ask, annoyingly, YouTube have changed where they put the comments. It's somewhere below the video, wherever you, if you don't use the lengthways screen, which is how this video is filmed. So lengthways, and have everything big screen style. But also in the comments below, I don't want just to see comments about how great my videos, which is wonderful. However, I do not, and I've warned you on the actual channel itself, I do not want to see comments about how great you do not think my video is. I only want to see comments about how great my video is. Just a little reminder, a friendly little reminder. I also would like to see some encouragement for my dear, dear friend, who's my absolute best friend as well. The lovely lady, the marvellous mother to you all, especially under the rainbow flag, and some of you who might do what she does, as a female impersonator. Now, so I would like to see some encouragement from all of my subscribers about on the comment for this video, in the comment section below, for her to know that she's loved, and she's, of course, you want to see her again, a lot of you. And also in the comment section below, when I say that, I would also like you to remember her name. Mama. That's right. Biatch. Now, how is that spelt, I suppose you're going to ask me? M, capital M, very small a, with an apostrophe in between the two of them, capital M again, and another small a. That's how you spell the first part of her name. Ma, which is a very old-fashioned address, form of address for a mother, and that's what she is. And then Biatch, which is an American variation of the word bitch. So how do we spell that? Big capital B, small e, small a, small t, small c, small h. And there you go. And that will be, and you will see it when the video is uploaded, obviously, because each video on YouTube has to be given a name when you upload it. So yes, you do have to, so you will see how it is spelt, and everything else. So yes, some encouragement for her, please. Some encouragement for me to continue to do the videos for all of my lovely 34 subscribers. What else? What else can I tell you? And I'm hoping to do some more, so yes, some more videos from her in a slightly smaller studio within this studio. I know that sound, that at the moment may sound very, very strange or weird or unusual, but it will make eventual sense when you see her on that in the video that she will be doing. Now, also, I hope you had a really great start to, I know 2021 itself was not a great start, but I hope you all had a decently brilliant Yuletide and Christmas, and I hope that you all had a reasonably decent personal start to 2021. Now, we've had two lovely things also this year happen and in this month. First of all, from the pagan perspective, the season of Imbolc, so the second part of the Wheel of the Year, which is just basically a giant circle, and it's divided into 8 sections. I just had the winter solstice, which is where we start the Wheel of the Year. So here is the Wheel of the Year, and now we're here at Imbolc, where we were. And we're going through that, and we're coming into the middle part, the first part of the middle part, which of course gives us the spring equinox. So we're only a third of the way through. We're coming up to being a third of the way through the Wheel of the Year, and how we have a lot of different seasons. And obviously we also just celebrated Chinese New Year, because they use a lunar calendar and an animal calendar. What are we on today? So 2 days ago. So apparently that this year was the year of the ox. So last year was the year of the rat. And I'm sure if you know your Chinese mythology tales and how the Chinese came to have naming their years after animals, then you'll know what is the animal, the third animal, that will be our third year next year, in 2022. And I'm sure you are looking forward to finding out. Next February, on the 12th, maybe, I'm not sure. Your calendar, if it's marked on your calendars for next year, when you buy your calendars this Christmas for next year, your calendars will tell you what date it is. And we'll all, hopefully, if we have some Asian friends and some places we like to go where, Asian shops, maybe fish and chip shops at the end or something like that, then we may like to help them and hope they have all good wishes for their new year, and that they too will have a great 2021. And that the year of the ox this year will be hopefully better than the year of the rat last year. But anyway, enough about me and enough about New Year's and new cycles. But yes, so we are coming into now. As I said, with the Wheel of the Year, we are coming to the third part of the Wheel of the Year, and we'll be only a quarter of the way through the Wheel of the Year at that point. It is the spring equinox, and I will hopefully be able to do a video, not actually on the actual day maybe, but I'm hoping to do a spring equinox video and upload it on the day of the spring equinox and give you all those blessings to come. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed me talking and yapping on and 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 on for nearly over 45 minutes now. So yes, but what I am going to do, I'm not going to stop the video yet, but I will probably just maybe let the video keep going and leave you now, and leave you with, oh, actually no, the song, well actually no, the music itself was almost finished. So, I would like to leave you all with some beautiful blessings. Doesn't matter about the weather being not too great today, even though Poseidon, Oceanus and any other sea deity seems to be reigning supreme today, because we have some wet weather today. We have had some interesting weather recently through the snow, and of course some beautifully bright sunshine from the Titan of the sun, which of course was Helios, and of course the god of the sun, of course, Apollo. So hopefully we had some good weather from them. Hopefully we'll have some more good weather from them and something of the other gods and goddesses. But we could probably do with a few thunder and lightning storms to clear the air and make it a bit better and make it a bit more spring-like weather as we move from Imbolc into spring, or the spring equinox. Also known as Ostar, because that's what the Druids, I believe, call spring, and of course the spring equinox. And then on the wheel of the year, before I go, we've got, from there we move into Beltane. So we've gone from here, will be there, and then Beltane will be there, which is celebrated in and around about, usually towards the 30th of April and the 1st of May. Now, if the 1st of May is a Monday, that will be celebrated as May Day. However, if that is not the case, and it will be bank holiday, then it will be the nearest Monday, the earliest Monday in May that is celebrated as May Day, although the 1st of May is still May Day as well. There's also another way of celebrating Beltane. Then from here we come to here, and we've got the summer solstice, which I am actually kind of partially looking into. I'm partially not looking forward to, because I was born and in and around the spring equinox, just after. So I prefer the spring weather over all the summer weather. Then after the summer solstice, we start coming. So we're here now. So we're now here, and we're going to start coming up, back up. So we're going to come to here now. After the spring, after the summer solstice. So we're now here, and we are coming up to the harvest, which is Lammas, which is usually celebrated around about the 1st of August. And that will celebrate, although we will be in the last month of summer, then we'll be celebrating the harvest. And then we'll be coming up to the autumnal equinox. So we are from about there, now we're going to here again, to come to the autumnal equinox, which I also like, because like the spring equinox, the temperatures are not too cold and they're not too hot either, so they're just right at that time of year. Then from the autumnal equinox, we are going up to Samhain, which of course is the last part of the wheel of the year, and for pagans, of course, that means not only do we honour our ancestors, but we also say goodbye to the previous year and hello the coming new year. And that really is our wheel of the year. And the current calendar is not based on that, and they should be, but they are not. And so obviously then from there, we will go back to the winter solstice and start the wheel of the year moving again, and start the entire life cycle, the process from the beginning again. And we'll be going into another, we'll be sending the wheel, we'll be following the wheel round and round in our months and seasons. And that really will be the season, and then that will be the year, another year over. Now, obviously, as pagans, we can also still celebrate the New Year's that everybody else celebrates as well, to help really properly celebrate the wheel of the year. And I'm hoping that you really will have had a good start to 2021. And that as we get closer and closer and going into 2022, and as we go through the wheel of the year, and we get, as I said, closer and closer to going into 2022, we will have a better end to 2021 and we'll have a better start to 2022. And keeping the 21st century something of goodness. Okay, so the music is nearly over, I think. Well, this is the longest track so far. Mind you, track number 4 is one of the longest, although track number 3 was actually the longest, so this one won't be too much longer. And when it is over, then I can stop talking, and of course, obviously I can also continue, I can stop the video and probably watch it back to make sure it doesn't sound rubbish and have to start all over again. And whilst I'm also doing that, I can get myself a drink and something for me to eat, because I think my stomach is rumbling and my mouth is beginning to get dry. And I might even do that now and just leave you with the music whilst it's continuing on. And I'll wish you a great and blessed rest of the day, going into the evening now. And that will hopefully leave me with something for you guys for next time. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about in the next video, but it will be probably, when you see me again, it will be a pagan-based video. There may even be perhaps only a content of Doctor Who or something on there. Oh well, see you all soon.